Just had a phone call conversation with the mayor of SOUTH.ST.PAUL, Francis. Pretty much kind of tells me that he's got no authority or no power or anything whatsoever to do anything on any of this. Try to refer it around as like, it sounds like it's a county problem with the probation, or you know, it doesn't seem like it's our issue or problem or concern. And I told him, hey, it is. It's the SOUTH.ST.PAUL Police Department. They should investigate about the convicted child molester that's been around and living with my daughter, because they were living in SOUTH.ST.PAUL. As all my recorded conversations, everyone referred it right back to SOUTH.ST.PAUL Police are the ones that should investigate. And I said, well, then it comes down to this. SOUTH.ST.PAUL Police investigate it, sees, yep, he's in violation, and he should be violated, and he should be sent to prison or jail. Contact probation. Probation, hey, well, look, we got a problem here, we got a concern, someone reached out, blah, blah, blah. We looked into it. Unless you can show me something to back up, some court order, some anything showing different that he would not be in violation. Otherwise, he's in violation. I mean, his court orders where they are and where they sit, he clearly would be in violation. There's no court order that allowed him to be around or living with that child during that time, living in SOUTH.ST.PAUL. Bottom line. What's probation going to do? They weren't living together. Well, they were. The child protection report said clearly they were living together for 10 years. And due to them living together for 10 years in the same house, they gave him, the child protection worker gave Jeff Watney permission to have unsupervised contact with my daughter. Now, again, then how would someone from social services or child protection have any authority or any control to go against what a court order is that's already in place? In order to change a court order, you got to go to court and have a judge change a court order. A child protection worker has no authority or no control to change any court order that's set in place. You'd have to go to court, file papers, and get a judge to change a court order. That's the only way you can change a court order. Not a child protection worker says, hey, we're giving him permission and we're going to let it happen. Don't work that way. So, 2018 is when they did that so-called mandate report, because they were moving to Burnsville. That's when in that report said, due to Jeff and Kayla living in the same house together, he can have unsupervised contact with her. That was a whole mandate report written up right there, bam. At that time, they walked out the door, they had a letter saying, oh, we can live together. That's not even done right. Not even the proper procedure that's set in place on how they're supposed to do it. Regardless, not even to argue all that. But she admitted right in her report, due to them living together for 10 years, there you go. They're living together in SOUTH.ST.PAUL for 10 years. SOUTH.ST.PAUL Police would investigate it. Well, sorry, your own child protection worker said they were living together for 10 years. So what is this? Who's lying? Well, I mean, everything contradicts everything else, and you're trying to cover up. What it is, it's one lie to another lie to another lie, and then you got to try and cover up that lie, and then cover up. After a while, these lies don't cover each other up. All these lies do is just show, like, they contradict each other now. You can't say this when you already said this. I mean, now you're just contradicting everything like three-way now. I mean, so the mayor there, he's running for election again. Tells me pretty much, well, there's not really much I can do, but what I can reach out and I can, speak with the sheriff and see if he's willing to have a talk with you and see if we can come to some mutual agreement or some type of resolution, which I always have, always wanted. Don't want any more problems, not at all. Don't want to get in trouble, don't want to, but I absolutely am not letting it go. I absolutely am not coming down until we resolve this. Well, I can talk to him, reach out to him, and if he's willing to do it, and if he's willing to do that, and he's willing to come down here and talk to you, and you're willing to come down and talk to him, well, stop right there. That ain't happening. I ain't coming down to talk to no one. I'm up here until we come up with some kind of resolution and resolve this situation. There's no come down and talk and we can go from there. Well, we can't do nothing until you come down and talk. Nah, ain't happening. We can do it over the phone, and we can come up with some kind of mutual agreement, some kind of resolution, and get it written up and get it signed by, well, so I'm not worried about coming down and you pull the bamboozle trick again. Not happening. Not happening. Ain't falling for no trickery shit, none of that. It just ain't happening. Bottom line. So he said he'd reach out, talk to the sheriff, see whatever, and get back to me. But he says he has got no power, no control. He's the head top dog of SOUTH.ST.PAUL. He's the top. There's no one above him. He's the top dog of South St. Paul. And mean to tell me you can't reach out and talk to, I don't know, your 7 council members or the city management guy, Ryan, whatever his name is, that he claims he has no power or control over the police department, which he's the one that would be in charge of overlooking the police department if there's anything going on. So if you're the top dog and everyone else is below you, I mean, like, who's above you telling you what to do? I don't know. Just shows that it's a lot bigger than just him himself. And well, if you're the mayor of South St. Paul and you're a citizen of South St. Paul, you might want to second guess who you vote for, is my guess. Because if this guy's going to say some shit like that and you got someone on a billboard sign in your town in South St. Paul now for 13 days, and you got your mayor that's mayor right now telling you, I have no power or control over anything, of someone that's in your town on a billboard sign for now 13 days. But I'll try and reach out to a sheriff and see, but really, you really need to probably want to second guess who you vote for. But then my guess, well, if he's got to do something and he does what he's supposed to and he reaches out and he says, hey, something's got to be done, something's wrong, and you guys need to fix this shit, well, where's it going to trickle down to? The same thing. Well, it just shows the police department didn't do their job. Oh, nope, but instead they lied on police reports. Another honker, supporter. But then it goes on South St. Paul Police Department, chief of police, lying on his police report, trying to cover up the whole incident, to try and brush the shit under the rug, which didn't work, because look where I'm at today. Well, you can't have that happen, and then it'll trickle down, well, he didn't do his job, and then, okay, well, how did he not do his job? And then it trickles down to probation, and then it's like, well, probation didn't do their job. And then it goes to the probation officer supervisor, his supervisor, they didn't do their job. The county attorney's office, when it brought to their attention, they didn't do their job. So I guess, yeah, you're right, kind of, Mayor Francis, I guess you really don't have any power or control over any of it. And you're just a small fish in the big pond, you know what I mean? But I'd hate to see him out in the ocean. But another try, I guess. You know, you reach out to these top officials that each one of them actually do have the power and control, and he could just, you know, set his nuts on the table and say, hey, look, bottom line, this shit ain't falling in my lap, and you need to do what's right, and whatever you people are that you did your shit wrong, you just need to suck it up and take responsibility and be held accountable for your action. Bottom line, I'm up here, I'm breaking the law, I'm trespassing, I'm saying it publicly. I'll take responsibility and I'll do whatever time they give me and do my jail time and so on and so on and so on. But I'm not worried about getting to any of that point until we resolve this problem and issue. Nothing moves forward until we solve this problem and issue and we come up with some kind of resolution and resolve it. Otherwise, I don't come down and nothing moves forward from this point on. How stupid does all this sound? You got someone on a billboard saying, no, 13 days. 13 days. 13 days and they ain't willing to do a damn thing. They think they're just going to wait it out. Like, how long are you going to wait it out for? But he did say it. This has really brought in a lot of attention and a lot of eyes on this. And, yeah, it's really making a lot of waves. And, yeah, well, obviously not enough waves yet. Not enough to, I guess, capsize that boat. But thanks everyone supporting, everyone that follows, everyone that has been spreading the word. And, you know, I know this isn't just happening to me. This is happening to other people too that are dealing with stuff, just not just in Dakota County, but in other counties and other states, so on and so forth. I'm just one person just standing up for myself, standing up for my rights like anyone should. And no one should ever have to go to this extreme to try and resolve something or do anything whatsoever when you got some legal system. Yep, another honker, another supporter. That's what I like to see.